Back with the CorpusFishing.com Weekend Outlook, brought to you by SurePoint Emergency Center Padre and SurePoint Emergency Center over there in the Parkdale Plaza next to Nolan's, over there Walmart at Staples. And man, have we got some good beach activity. It is evening now. The low tide is going to be about 8 o'clock tonight, and look, you see the bars are pretty well defined here. There have been trout and bluefish and skipjacks, pompano. I just saw, honest to God, I saw a ling out here in this first gut. So we're expecting some catches. There have been good catches in the morning. Some in the evening. It's been slower in the evening with the moon changing over to almost full. But hey, we're out here and we're having a good time. SurePoint Emergency Center is a place, if you step on a stingray, which there are plenty of at night out here, the stingray's coming close. So you might want to see them if you're on vacation or you know, emergency, if you get sick. They're the place to see. They're open 24/7. There's a big ball of something or other. It looks like tar, but we'll check that out in a minute. But that's what's going on. Over offshore, of course, they're catching lots of king mackerel. The shrimp boats are active right now. Blue water excursions, my friend Captain Chad Banks, they coming back with limits of snapper. Got a couple of seasons left with that to go. Also, changes have been extended for the regulations for trout due to the freeze till September 27th. Again, it's 3 trout from 17 to 23 inches. That will extend from the Laguna, from the JFK and Packery, including the beach areas south, until September 27th. Looks like about 30% mortality on the trout here, so that's a good help to them to give them a break. Also, up towards Matagorda, it was around 40%. So what we heard anecdotally from our guide friends, similar, actually worse up there. So look for changes in the regs up that way. We'll have more on that coming up later as the parks commissioners meet on that. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, the weekend looks good. A lot of wind out in the surf. The seas go to 4 to 5 to 6 feet, so it's going to be rough. Won't get out to Packery through the mosquito fleet. Speaking of mosquitoes, they're bad out here, so watch out for that. Down in Baffin, Captain Sally's still knocking them dead. They're catching a lot of trout. When you find them, they're around, but you know, you got to let them go, so that's a good thing. They tend to be a schooling species, so they'll be around structure and some of the cooler areas around the passes to intercept bait. A lot of the bait, according to Captain Joey Farah, you can use live shrimp right now because the pin perch adults got murdered. So there's just a lot of little ones out there, so they'll leave your live shrimp alone. Again, croaker is working well for those guys that use croaker, so please be kind to the resource and keep what you can eat and release the rest. We're releasing them out here. We got a few the other night in the slot, so we let them go. What the heck, but you can do what you want. More on that coming up on CorpusFishing.com.